All right, good morning everybody. We'll make a start. Thanks. We'll get you to take your seats and we'll commence. So I'd like to welcome everybody to Safer Shared Air, Making the Invisible Visible, an event today at the Australian Parliament House in the theatre. And wow, there's such a great turnout here in the room and there's a lot of people online. So this is a really exciting day and a really important day for this very important societal and public health issue. My name is Associate Professor Suman Majumdar from the Burnet Institute, where I'm the Chief Health Officer, and I'm very pleased and proud to be the moderator for the first session. I'd very much like to thank the organisers for this event, the Safer Air Project, led by Plumstone, who you'll hear from later this morning. First, I'd like to acknowledge country. So I'd like to begin by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we gather here today, the Ngunnawal and Ngambri people. I pay my respects to their elders, past and present and emerging, and extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people that may be joining us today in the room or online. I acknowledge the continued connection to this land, the waterways and importantly the skies, and recognise that sovereignty was never ceded. I also acknowledge on this journey that we've had significant events such as the establishment of the treaties in the state of Victoria in the last few weeks. And for this issue of safer air, that First Nations knowledge is really going to be critical to advancing a way forward. I'd also like to have this acknowledgement on behalf of all speakers today. I'd ask that everyone just has their mobile phones on silent, please. Some housekeeping is that there are toilets at the top of the stairs if you go on the first left down that corridor. The program today will have three sections. So the first section is really the why and a policy frame of the issue of safer air. The second session is going to be around the science and the research and outlining why we can act with the evidence that's available. And the third session is on how and what the implementation aspects of safer air. There's a particular focus on accessibility challenges and the issues that are caused by poor indoor air quality. So IAQ is the acronym that you'll hear many times today for indoor air quality. Deploying standards and performance standards will also be a really key ask and feature of the speakers and panels today. There'll be breaks throughout today. So there'll be an hour break for lunch at 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. and we'll be looking forward to welcoming members of the Parliamentary Friends of Clean Air Quality. Then there'll be another second break at afternoon tea at 2:30 to 3:30. Both will be served in the foyer upstairs. And for those that prefer to eat outdoors, you can take your food onto the Queen's Terrace, which is again through that corridor past the toilets. Just please bring your crockery back to the foyer. Also acknowledge that we've got very safe air in this room and throughout the event with the deployment of air filtration. We do know that Parliament House has excellent air quality through the ventilation systems that are throughout the building. There is some CO2 monitoring around the room as well. So I'd like to introduce Plumstone. Plum is... Sorry. Thank you. I did get briefed on that and I've already gone the wrong way. Thank you. So we are very lucky to have a number of parliamentarians here speaking today, and thank you for their time. So first I'd like to introduce Senator Michelle Ananda-Rajah. Michelle Ananda-Rajah is an award-winning researcher and medical specialist in infectious diseases and general medicine with over 26 years of experience. Early in the pandemic, COVID-19 pandemic, Michelle co-founded Healthcare Workers Australia, a grassroots advocacy group, leading the fight for better pandemic response and one that protected our frontline healthcare workers with a real focus on this issue of COVID being airborne and the protections that are needed. During this time, and now as a Senator, she has championed the need for a comprehensive approach to clean indoor air and to keep Australians safe and productive. Thanks, Michelle.